Welcome, Aquarius, to my channel. This is Savannah from North Node in Taurus, and cross watchers too. Anybody is welcome here. I will be focusing on the energy of the air sign Aquarius. I pull a card for air signs to focus on a major energy all over the air signs. And then I get more in depth for every sign. I do a card reading for them. This is a little bit hard today. I'm sorry, I apologize. But for overall energy I got for Aquarians, air energies, wow, is the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is an energy I can tell now that needs to be honed in and calm the mind so the light of wisdom can come through, because just like the dragonfly, the wings are so fast you can barely see them. Very beautiful, very intellectual. It is an air sign as well, of course, and it's a energy that you have to take deep breaths for, so you can sort through some information. So that's for all air signs. That's the overall energy, which I totally feel in your reading. I have understood today that this is for an Aquarian collective trying to speak their truth. So Aquarians are an air sign that is super evolved out of the air signs and beautifully handles and mentally understands humanity. And whoever I'm connecting with today is needing to speak on that. I had pulled the black egg, which is the fifth chakra, and being grounded in it. To majorly be grounded in this fifth chakra of actually talking, I could not get any words out unless I slowed down, turned on my meditation music. I could not even listen to any other music. It wouldn't allow me to move forward and getting any messages. So I turned on my meditation music today, because I normally meditate before each sign and take notes before I even pull any cards to see what comes through. And like I said, I had to put on just meditation music. This is going to be huge for whatever you're going through right now. For you to get your point across, you're going to have to take a step back majorly. The Phoenix is at the heart, and I keep pulling the Phoenix for the signs this week, and I feel like it's because I'm resonating with that kind of collective. So the Phoenix card is not going to mean in every single read the same thing. In this situation, it is definitely cycles, though. Cycles that need to change, because the Phoenix is major transformation. It's taking a stand and deciding to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions, okay? So whatever it is that sparked it, it's now lit. And it will help you burn through all your baggage. And that you don't have to run from anymore. Like, you can say it. There's a nervousness about the peacock. So I have the peacock, the phoenix, and the black egg. The peacock, there is a nervousness about it if it's unbalanced. And the clarifying cards do tell me that there's an unbalance. The Seven of Wands that clarifies the peacock it's you blocking yourself with this fifth chakra. You're blocking your passion, because the wand is a passion. The wand is fire. And the peacock knows better, though. when it is in its balance, it can digest any situation. And it understands why we do what we do as human beings. There's a way about the peacock that is so resilient. It's like it cannot, its psyche is super rare. So to have the consciousness of a peacock, you have to be really evolved. And maybe you are on your way to being that evolved. Maybe, and you feel it. You understand there's a way about Aquariuses that just, they cannot deal, even, they don't resent, they don't have conflict from the past that they still bring up when they're balanced right, because of their understanding being so evolved. So I'm saying, like, if you're not, that means you're about to be with this Phoenix, because it's major transformation happening right now. And from the cards, the story, like, so it's general. This is like not going to resonate with everybody, and it's general. So I'm like trying not to get too specific for people, but sometimes those messages do come through for certain people that need to hear it. But the first house I pulled in my astrology cards to more give us a setting of what's going on. The first house and the second house, okay? So that's the body. And the second house is owing. There's a big coin, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with money. That could be for somebody or some of yous. The body is, when it comes to the sign, the ascendant sign, it's a sign everybody, it's the ascendant sign is what people see first. Like, I'm a Cancer. That's my sun sign. But my ascending, which is my rising, what is rising in front of people, is Virgo. So they just see me dotting I's and crossing my T's, everything lined up, everything really, really straight, being like Virgo, and my insides are different. I'm very caring. They could see me though detached, and I really feel detached in this energy right now. And that I know is an Aquarian thing as well. So it's like there's maybe some detachment. People really don't understand Aquariuses. They come off detached, but they're not. They're very loving, and it's like they have to, in order to understand a situation, they have to, look at it from the outside, and that's where it makes an Aquarius look like they're detached. The second house, again, there's lots of explanations with this card, but this one is telling me that it's just grounding. The second house is grounding in the physical. It's ruled by Taurus, which is an earth sign. And that's what empowers you. Something, being that you're an air sign, you do need the balance of this to ground you to the earth so you can make decisions and move forward, since you're so flighty. Meditation really, really helps. Things that don't help that ground air signs are drugs and alcohol. Like, it does bring you back down, but it does nothing for your vibration. So it's like no help. Because I know that sometimes you desperately just want to like ground yourself. You don't know how. And meditation, slowing down, listening to music without words, whatever the music is, it could be anything. It can be classical, it can be indie, it can be, whatever genre actually. Just so there's not 100 miles an hour going through your head. Let's see. So there's a passionate new beginning that you are like, you want it to begin. You just don't know how to move forward from this cycle. And the Six of Pentacles is like an equal give and take. Like, you can't open up unless you feel like there's an equal give and take, or we're going to clarify that more, but that has to do with money too. Pentacles, it could have, we got Pentacles, this could have to do with money. Let's see. Those are the only earth signs. Very much in your head to move forward from something. Like you already have this sense of how can I say this? You know, like even if you are harboring resentment, just know that that is not, that's the unbalanced you, because that's not your normal you. So talking about something is going to heal something. Talking about it to the person making that bold move will help you get through this. You may have, or it may come off harshly because, that can happen with air signs coming off like harsh, but I don't even have any swords in here to, it's like all you need to speak your truth. Somebody might have a perception of you that is not the real perception. It's as majorly, I'm going to just like ground yourself before you say this so you don't come off harsh. You may have already pissed somebody off because the first card out is you being like defensive, and maybe you don't even know why. Maybe it's because you have so much stuff going on. You need to slow down and just absorb the information and see only love. Look past the mistakes, look past any errors, any misunderstandings, and only see love within each person, and majorly including yourself. And that will bring out healing in ways like you wouldn't even imagine, that can totally move you forward from in the karmic wheel. Just like it seems so simple, like, oh my God, just dealing with this situation really is going to help that much. Yes, it will. Your consciousness changes. You're going within, and you already do. You're an Aquarius, and you have like a very grounded belief system that maybe hasn't been working out, and you need to kind of like change your mind about something. It's been very hard to change the way you think, to give yourself subliminal type of messages, to write them every single day, to put them on your phone as like your screensaver will help you. Messages for yourself all over the place to remind you to do things, set alarms, because I know air signs can get so distracted with what they're thinking and doing, and got to do all these things, keeping kind of busy because you're just like going from one thing to the other. Setting alarms, reminding yourself like that, and having a schedule that you're reminded, bing bing bing, reminded. I feel like maybe you appreciate that type of reminding of yourself, and not so much like a schedule, but just like reminders until you consciously just do it. So living up to personal values also is in the second house. Sowing your seeds right now for a good harvest. You might be trying to do something like open up your own business. You may be trying to and do whatever you do interest wise, because that's it focuses on like actually opening a business, doing it. Let's see. What else? This opposes, the first house opposes the seventh house of partnerships in astrology, and which is a good thing too, to have this card come up. You'll be in a better place with regarding relationships of any kind, and focusing on your health, body. Read the signs your body gives you to help you too throughout the day, like if you're feeling any pain, if you have a headache, if you're get a cramp or whatever, everything the body does is a message to you to let you know what to do next too. So listen to your body is what the first house represents: beginnings, leadership roles. So if this resonated with you, and I know I was all over the place, and forgive me, it's been challenging for me to talk to a computer instead of people, because then we're engaging and stuff. So I don't know. I have to rewatch them, but sometimes I sound crazy. So bear with me. If this resonated with you, you can follow me to Vimeo. The links are in the description below. And they're extended reads to this. I clarify more on things I feel like I can give you more information on. And then guidance at the end. I will be coming out with love reads once a month for each zodiac sign. And I will also be having those extendeds in Vimeo and Patreon. So follow me there. But I would like to not focus so much on love relationships in the weekly, but it just whatever comes out, like the energy that is around you or cross watcher that you would benefit from, working on and clearing, so you can consciously evolve, because in turn, you consciously evolve. We all do. So, and that is why I'm doing this work as well. It's part of my journey, part of my healing journey, and consciously for the collectives, so we could move forward as one. So thank you for visiting my channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next week for the weekly. But if you want to watch your sun, moon, and rising, all three signs, that would help you get more information if this doesn't resonate with you as well. Or if it did, there's possibly more messages for you too. So I need to start mentioning that, because that's a big, huge one too for people to know. So thank you so much, and namaste.